love it because what woman, what female doesn't like a man as being a man, regardless of what they say? But they hate it because it goes completely against their agenda they're pushing right now and they're supporting. So it's like a love hate, push pull um, type situation with these females, but they can't get enough of it. Listen, y'all, I'm telling you, I wouldn't lie to you. Shout out to my new subscribers, my old school subscribers, and my TikTok family. If it wasn't for you guys, none of this would be possible. Shout out to my replay gang and my overseas gang. Look, y'all, I'm out here in this early AM, catching some of this brisk air, doing my daily walk that I normally do solo bolo. I'm trying to bring you guys into the situation out here because, when you got that nice fog and it's early on top of this mountain, it should be shared. We all get it out here where we live out here. We get it how we live. But I want to bring you guys in on it, on how the birds are chirping and nature is doing what she does best. You know what I'm saying? Showing off and showing out. Let's take a brief moment to take in some of this nature. Grand rising, grand rising. Hope you guys are having a great Friday. It's Friday. You know what I'm saying? So just buckle down, get through your day, and your weekend is here. And guess what? Next week is Thanksgiving. So come on. Now, I myself, I don't celebrate these pagan holidays, but I will be doing something, you know what I'm saying? And when I go out, of course, I participate. I don't celebrate these holidays, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. With that being said, listen, it's a tad bit brisk out here. But it's just, and again, ladies, I'm not talking about you. I'm only talking about females. So don't take any offense. Hey, how's it going? Don't take any offense whatsoever. Obviously, you wouldn't have any problem with men trying to improve themselves. But, just scrolling through the internet on different social media platforms, I'm noticing different kind of women. You know what I'm saying? When I say different kind, I mean like different races, ethnicities, talking badly about this self-improvement movement. And it's disappointing. You know what I'm saying? At best. It's disappointing. I thought you ladies would be all about us finding ourselves, realizing that, life is more than running around, chasing women, etc., etc., getting in alignment with God and, chasing purpose that will also give financial gain. I thought that you would be all about this. It seems as though you're not. Surprise, surprise. You thought you were going to pull the wool over our eyes? Absolutely not. I think so not. We knew what you were doing anyway, so we didn't really care, okay? Listen, we already know what it is. If we aren't trapped in the matrix, you can't do your narcissist shenanigans. You can't be up to your no good, antics. You can't fool us and manipulate us. Guess why? Because we'll see you coming a mile away. You can't put on a fake smile. You can't act like you're actually a nice woman when you know you're not. It doesn't work like that. We now can see, and we'll see you coming, and we'll politely and respectfully decline whatever your offers are. So we completely understand the reason why you don't, but you also can't help but watch us. So you don't like the fact that you can't get close to us because we'll see you and we'll smell you. But you love to watch us. You can't get enough. It is what it is, right? It's like the gift and the curse for you guys. You covert narcissists, the jig is up. We're about to be able to identify you guys the same way we can identify the Pukishas And you know what? I can't say because I don't want YouTube flagging my videos anymore. But you covert narcissists are on just the same level as those street chicks. You know what I'm talking about. The ratchets. You narcissists have degrees, and you know, some of y'all work out, and all y'all are pretty much well-spoken and well-versed, but you're on the same level as those females. You know what I'm saying? You're just a high-level demon, and they just don't care. You know what I'm saying? But we got a way to identify you. We got a way to identify you now. You know what I'm saying? God has blessed us. All we have to do is go on a little bit of semen retention, not chase women, chase purpose, get in alignment with God, start eating right, and then we can see one of you coming a mile away. You're all the same in some kind of Mercedes Benz. You know what I mean? Always wearing something tight. Got a tattoo somewhere, you know? And your social media is jam-packed full of content. Something landed on my nose. Jam-packed full of content. And you want to know what content? The kind of content where you're pretty much showing everybody everything that they would want to see on someone's OF. But they don't have to, because you're busting it wide open with your best friend on the weekends. Listen, you coverts made a whole little subset for yourselves. Oh, boss bae, boss chick, boss bae, all these different names. No, you are a ratchet that got loose out the lab, and you're running around trying to betray yourself as a lady. You hear you squawking? Yeah, I hear you squawking, right? But you're not a lady. You're far from it, because a lady doesn't need to go out with her girls looking for strange, loose meat in the streets. So how are you a lady? You know what I'm saying? If you're loose in these streets, you're not a lady. You're not at all. We can tell, and we can see you coming a mile away. I go and check your social media out. You can go and act like you're the nicest woman in the world. I go and check your social media out, and your crazy ass self, you're over here twerking it on whoever will let you. And some of y'all don't even care. You go to your bathroom and make twerk videos and post them on TikTok. Shame, shame, I know your name. You know what I'm saying? On King David, shame, shame, I know your name. Don't even do it to yourselves. Hey, you guys, do me a favor, hit that like button. You know what I'm saying? Share the live and subscribe. Go ahead and wrap it around. Head back down the road. You can't hide who you are. Okay? You know what I'm saying? You used to be able to. You made a whole thing out of it. Yeah, we're getting our degrees. We know what goes on. Now, some of y'all, granted, are like single mothers that went back to school and not really on campus. But I'm gonna tell you right now, the gentlemen, we've been comparing notes, and it looks like you guys are having a freshman 15. And I'm gonna be real with you. This day and age is more like the freshman 45. You know what I'm saying? Y'all be going for basketball player numbers, 33, 23, 45, you know what I'm saying? 38, whatever you can get. Racking up those bodies. And there's a lot of information that was buried that's coming out to the surface about men imprinting on women, you know, being their partners. Listen, the reason why y'all are acting the way that you're acting, which I don't want to do this, but I know you want me to blame it on the men. I'm not going to blame it on the men. You guys are choosing the men. Ooh, 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 easy. It's out of control. Y'all are choosing the men. So, you know, I could say, oh, it's the men, because it's definitely the men that's imprinting on you. That's why y'all have these horrible attitudes. That's why when the gentlemen are sitting at the round table and we're like, why do they take the worst qualities of men? Because they're getting the traits of all the worst men that they've been with. It's only the worst men that they've been with. It's not like they've been with good men, or they'd be married. They're not with good men. Their kids aren't made from good men, you know, good stock, or otherwise that man would be in the kid's life, you know, having partial custody or full custody or whatever may have you, or they be married. No, man, these women are getting these leftover pookies, calling them men. See, any woman that you see on social media that's complaining about men, that's not a lady. Ladies don't get online and complain about the men they've been with. They know that it makes them look bad. It doesn't make anybody look good when they complain about the men that they've been with. That's why you don't see me online complaining about the physical look of any of the women I've been with. You know what I'm saying? I don't complain about that because I chose them. Now, I can talk about some of their personality traits, but then I always say, hey, listen, again, I chose them, right? Women will get on here and be like, oh, all men. Well, hold up, easy, breezy. What do you mean all men? You don't even know all men. It's impossible. Bear with me. I'm just taking a quick break. This phone, it's heavy. After you've been lifting weights all AM. Okay? Been lifting weights all AM. I get up at 3 and start lifting at 5. So, you know, I need to go for a run too. That's what I got to do. I started running yesterday, you guys, and I needed it. You know, the sprints is good too, but I don't do sprints enough. I need to do it more, but the running is 100%, 100%, no complaints. But yeah, man, so they get online and they complain about these pookies, and they know doggone well that they got a pookie, but then they'll be like, oh, all men, and all these men, you know what, ladies, I can't stand men. And again, I want y'all to understand, the kind of women that get online and complain about men are not ladies. They're not. No lady complains about the men that she's been with. You know, because for one, she don't want to make it seem like she's really been with anybody. She don't want nobody knowing her numbers. 2, she knows that those men are representation of her. So she's like a doggone fool, getting online and complaining nonstop about the men that she ends up with. Like, if you really think that all people out here are the way your exes were, well, then you should give up on dating. You know, like, that's the beauty about dating. Some people are good and some people are bad. And you have to figure things out, just like in life. You know, you figure out that fruit and vegetables are good for you, and candy and cupcakes are bad, right? You know, and sometimes you end up getting a cupcake or two, you know, or some candy, you know, some red dye 40, you know, bag of chips sometimes, you know what I'm saying, some hot Cheetos or some hot fries. But you learn from that mistake. You learn from it, because when you go to the bathroom, you be like, oh, Lord, good Lord. And then you move on. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean? Like, these women is crazy, you know, but it's easy for us. And I'm telling you, I'm gonna give you a few pointers really quick. Pop that top. Of how to identify one of these narcissistic covert narc women, because the covert narc women, they normally can come off almost like a regular woman, but they're a little bit too actual, if you know what I mean, right? So they're too, you know, out there as far as in their feminine energy, right? So they're out there living life a little bit too much. That's one thing. 2, you know, they're always complaining about their exes, knowing doggone well that they're ex, but then they'll just conflate the whole gender and be like all men. They've never been with all men. What are they talking about? What are they talking about, gentlemen? Ladies and gentlemen, what are they talking about? Babbling. You know what I'm saying? That's how you know. And then let's say that they've learned not to do that stuff, which, understand something. The covert female narcissist is always upgrading. This chick is like the Terminator. We need to start calling her that, right? She's like the liquidator. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if you've been in the franchise or not, but in Terminator's a liquidator. This chick is always upgrading, man. She's always getting new upgrades and stuff like that. She's always searching stuff out online, trying to find a way to be a better community. It's the craziest stuff. If these people would put that kind of effort, if these women would put that kind of effort, and I'm not going to say going to school, because a lot of them do go to school, but a lot of them have a lot of degrees, you know what I'm saying? Or not so much degrees, the most enrolled, I believe. Yeah, like they're the most enrolled, but I believe men are still graduating more, you know what I'm saying, per capita, because, you know, just because you're enrolled don't mean you finish. So these women are out here enrolling in school, not even finishing it. It's so much going on. They really just go and try to knock out stuff they think that everybody wants to believe is like a sense of achievement. But anyway, you know what I'm saying? If they would put this kind of effort into like daily fitness, the one thing that I've noticed about a covert narc is they don't like to stay in shape. Now, however, the ones that do get in shape, they are fitness freaks and weirdos and come off weird out the jump. You know, like you'll know that weirdo because she's gonna let you know that she works out. She's gonna show up to the date like she just got through working out at the gym with some kind of athletic wear, like letting you know, like, oh yeah, I'm a fitness chick. Okay, that's great. You know what I mean? But her whole life, her whole personality will be based around her and fitness. It's so annoying, man. I work out all the time. My personality is not completely about fitness. You know, I like for people to understand that I have layers. I like people to understand that that's just a part of my life. It's not all of my life. Another part of my life is I'm a 2-time combat veteran, you know, in a combat arms unit, both times. Another part of my life is I worked for the White House. Another part of my life is I was married for 9.5 years, you know, and then got cheated on. These are all portions of my life, but none of them define me, right? But these covert narcs, and that's something else about a covert female narc. Whatever they've done in life, that defines them. So if they've had a bunch of kids and currently they're living in their life, right? So they're living their life, they had a bunch of kids, but they're adulting, meaning, you know, what they call independent woman, which is just being an adult, having her own place, her own job, you know what I'm saying? Paying her bills, being an adult, man, that's her whole persona. You know what I mean? If she's like that one lady that had a cutoff, that's like, I'm a CEO. This woman, every time I talked to her, she kept telling me she's a CEO. I cut her off 2 times. The first time, it was because she was a weirdo, and she brought that up. And then the second time I cut her off, I let her think she's cutting me off. And she's like, I'm a CEO of 2 companies. Yeah, but you're sending me pictures of your cheeks. I'm still a Chad. I don't care what company you're with or what. I'm still a Chad. And so whatever you're doing and wherever you're at, man, she was sending me pictures of her cheeks when I wasn't even as financially stable as I am now. Again, I'm a Chad. So not listening to what she says on King David, you know, whenever they say stuff like that, whenever they resort back to whatever they define themselves as, they feel offended about something. But they do it all the time, man. If they're in the gym, you know what I'm saying, they're a fitness chick, their whole persona is about being fitness. You know, if they're healing, you know what I'm saying, being in fitness, I mean, if they're healing or whatever, this is the worst ones. The spiritual narcissists, the female spiritual narcissists, covert narcissists, I gotta make a video about them. They think that once they start their spiritual journey, that their bodies don't count anymore. They think they hoodoo and voodooed away their bodies. Can you believe this stuff? They think they done hoodooed and voodooed away their bodies. Absolutely not. They think they done dark night of the soul away their bodies. Can you believe this blasphemy, man? You know what I'm saying? Listen, body count matters, all right? There's plenty of studies out there, ladies. I want you to go ahead and do your research. You love looking up stuff. Look this up. There's plenty of research out there showing that the more bodies you get, that semen, it attaches to you, it influences the way you think. So as y'all running around here doing all this crazy stuff, acting like men in your masculine energies, it's because of all the masculinity you've taken in. So again, whenever you talk about being in your masculine energy, that means you've taken in so much masculine energies that you are now operating in such energy. So please stop bragging about that. I'm operating in my masculine energies. You've taken in so many masculine energies that you're operating in them now? Oh, Lord, have mercy. Holy moly. You know what I'm saying? Be easy on us. Just be easy on us, all I'm saying. But I'm going to get off of here. I'm not going to hold y'all any longer. You know what I'm saying? Y'all go ahead and hit that like button. Share the live. Subscribe. Hit that like button, y'all. Don't be shy about it. I'm out here freezing my butt off, man. In full battle rattle, okay? Peace, love, and light. Love y'all. Appreciate y'all. Stay blessed.